and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are all over the world. Welcome along to this Zwift Academy race in which Victoria is not going for a sub 20, even though Ryan Downey thinks she is. Victoria will do the best. Yeah, she said she'd fall off the treadmill if she tried to do that. She's going to try and go as fast as she can and try and get close to her PB on the treadmill. So we'll see what happens. We're going to give her all the best of luck, and we're just going to stick the treadmill at the right speed and hope that she can hang on. Now, I haven't yet set up chat, so let me just set up chat. We have 40 seconds to go before the start of the race. Welcome along if you're watching. Thank you for joining us. I will get chat up and running any second now. All I can see is chat on the screen of the Zwift Run, where Ryan seems to think Victoria is going to be trying for sub 20. That's not what's happening, okay? Victoria's not going for sub 20. but she is going for a PB if she can. If she can get to a PB, that'd be great. Okay, let me see if we've got any chat coming up here. Hello to Sana. Hello, Sana. Sana is a very quick runner, and that was a really good video I saw of you running today on Zwift Runners. Really excellent video. Leo wants Victoria to do 22 minutes. I don't think we're going to quite get to 22 minutes. But anyway, and hi Tina. So Victoria just needs to stay calm in these first few minutes and relax. Just get into the flow of it. She's perfectly capable of running this speed. Oh yeah, I need to get the watts off as well. Victoria isn't wearing a stride foot pod, so there's no watts going on. Thank you very much, Ryan, for reminding me. There we go, got rid of that. When we get to 2 kilometres, I will go and have a look around who else is running quickly. So we'll try and find everything. There's only 28 runners, so we should be able to get through most runners and see who there is. So Victoria's heart rate is already up to zone 4, 164. But as long as she just keeps it there, that's good. Trying to keep good form. She's keeping her head up, shoulders down. Everything is moving forward. Arms, toes are pointing forward. The one good thing about running on a treadmill is that it does encourage good form. Hello to Kathy. Kathy says good luck to Victoria. And Physique Games says it's going to be a great run. Yes, Sana, have you ever thought of streaming? Because we need some female run streamers. And your setup looks absolutely perfect for streaming, if I may say so. So if you've ever thought of live streaming, that would be really great to get you on board. Victoria is just coming up to halfway through the first kilometre, not far off. In 8th position at the moment, but Lolanda is catching her. Lolanda from Canada. So the idea with 5K is basically to start as you mean to go on. So start at the pace you mean to finish at. If you can start a bit slower and speed up, then great. But usually the best way with 5K is to do even splits all the way and then try and sprint the last 500 metres if you can. And Monica says, I'm going to watch while I'm on the bike. So Monica's cycling. Sana, maybe we should talk about it. Maybe we should have a chat at some point if you're interested, and I can talk you through it, or we can see where you're at, because your system looks very good, and the video you put up was really good as well. We just haven't got any ladies, apart from Victoria here, we haven't got any other ladies streaming live Zwift running, so that would be really good if we could get more people on board doing that. Right, let's get Victoria through this first kilometre, and then we'll have a quick look around everybody else and see who else is running, if we recognise anybody, or if we've got any really speedy runners at the front end of the pack. So this will be a hard effort for Victoria. Her outside PB is 23:21, something like that. Oh, that's your treadmill PB. Okay, so Victoria's treadmill PB is 23:21. So we're trying to beat that. But Victoria's outdoor PB isn't much slower. Something around 23:30, I think. So Victoria just needs to ease her breathing, relax, get into it. Leo's very keen for 22 minutes. Tina Big's been out on the trails this afternoon. That's no problem. Sometimes I think, you know, if you have a choice of Zwift or the trails when it's nice and sunny outside, nobody is going to say you shouldn't go on the trails. The thing about Zwift is it's there if you need it. Right, 1 kilometre done for Victoria in 4:36. So that's perfect timing. Ryan Perring says, at least Victoria can hit zone 5. Yeah. No chance for me on the treadmill. I don't know why. Maybe I've got my zones set wrong. I don't know. I've put my max heart rate at 185. So 185 seems pretty sensible to me, given my outdoor running and my indoor running. And I am now measuring all my heart rate effort with a chest strap, so it's accurate. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get up. Maybe I just don't try hard enough on the treadmill. Right, let's have a little look around. Let's take Victoria's mind off her own avatar. Let's have a little look around at everybody else. So in the lead, running at 3:27 per kilometre. Heart rate of 164, 165, so that looks good. And steps per minute of 175, so all looks good there. No question about that. Menchaska from Chile. Is that a Chilean flag, I think, maybe? So well done to Menchaska. He is off and running at 168 BPM now. 328, 329, 330 per kilometre in first place. Let me see if I can find anything about him. Let's go to the map and I'll click on his name. So this is Marco from Chile. Marco is 41 years old and he has run, hang on a minute, 816 kilometres on Zwift. He is a level 15 runner. He's also a cyclist. He's done 3,400 kilometres on Zwift cycling. So well done to Marco. Marco is in the lead at the moment on this Zwift Academy race. Williams from Australia, Zwift long distance runner. And he's in second place. Heart rate and cadence. So this is sorting the wheat from the chaff. It's very nice that Zwift have stipulated that you must have heart rate and cadence in order to be considered for the Berlin team. And so these runners do have heart rate and cadence. 159 BPM and 183 steps per minute, running at 335 per kilometre. Second place for D. Williams. Well done to him. Have a little look on the map. Sana says you look strong. Juvie says he's watching from down under. Good morning, everyone. Go, Vic, go. Leo says keep it controlled, Vic. And Leo has a big run tomorrow. You had a big run last week as well, Leo. You've got a big run every week. And Monica says Victoria is flying. Right, let's go back to the map and look at Williams. So Williams is a level 13 runner, 496. So he'll be over 500 kilometres on Zwift. So he should earn a badge. You get a badge when you reach 500 kilometres on Zwift. So after this run, he should get a badge. I can't remember what the name of the badge is, but he's a level 13 runner, a level 26 cyclist. This is David Williams from Australia. Well done, David. David's 46 years old. Winter Powell says she's doing great. Thank you, Winter. Right, this is Hector. No cadence for Hector. Heart rate of 156. He's in third place. From the USA. M Walk is in fourth place, 155 BPM and steps per minute 177. Looks good and is running at 420 per kilometre. From the USA again, M Walk. And B Belvis. This is our first lady. So Belvis is our first lady. Heart rate of 183. You'll often find the ladies have a higher heart rate than men. in these events. 177 BPM. She's running at 4 minutes per kilometre. Let me find her. So this is Bailey Belvis from the USA. She's 29. Nice shot of her running in cross country on her profile picture. She's a level 11 runner. She's run 374 kilometres on Zwift. And she's running this Zwift Academy Group Race today. Heart rate of 180, steps per minute 179. So she's in first place for the ladies, and she's just overtaken M Walk there. Oxenham from Canada is next in 6th place. Lalonde from Canada is in 7th place. Heart rate of 168. McNeil, heart rate of 150, in 8th position, right behind Lalonde. Both from Canada, 3 Canadian runners all in a row there, in fact. And then you've got Orellana from Spain, another Zwift long distance runner, heart rate of 157, step per minute 169, running at 430 per kilometre. He's in 9th place. Then we've got Victoria in 10th. She's done 2 kilometres. She's coming up to halfway, actually. She's not far off halfway now. Come on, Victoria. Keep it steady. Heart rate of 170. She's in zone 5. Leo says form is good. You can easily get this, Victoria. Kathy says you've got this. So Victoria is 200 metres away from halfway. Just relax your breathing, head up, shoulders down. Get your arms moving forward, not side to side. Don't waste energy. Keep as much energy into those legs and arms as possible. She's doing really well. She's got 100 metres to go to halfway. And then it's the homeward stretch. .11:34. So that would be dead on 23 minutes. If she continues this pace, she will be there or thereabouts 23 minutes. So let's just hope she can continue the same pace, and then we'll get her to sprint the last 100 to make sure she gets under 23. But let's just get her there first. I've told Victoria, if she can't do it, nobody's going to feel bad for her. It's just the way it goes. But we know she can do it. Right, let's go back a bit. So BO, I'm told BO doesn't smell, that's just his name, from the USA, is running right behind Victoria. 157 BPM and steps per minute is 179-ish. 439 per kilometre in 12th place. In 13th place, Billy Peck. Heart rate of 150, steps per minute 169, 436 per kilometre, so closing on BO. Van Praet from Canada, no cadence but heart rate of 168, looks good. Robertson from the UK is in 15th position. Heart rate of 160, nice and comfortable. Manning from the USA, 16th position, no heart rate or cadence. Remember, if you want to qualify for Berlin, you must have heart rate and cadence on either the group run or the group race. The rules have changed slightly because nobody understood that you had to be doing a group race to qualify for Berlin. So they've changed the rules. Now you just have to do a group race or a group run. That's fine. And complete all the 8 workouts. Aaron Nolan says BO stands for Barack Obama. It must be. Yeah, Barack Obama is running with us today. Former President of the USA. Ryan Downey, next President of the USA, is in 17th position and is... anyone seen a carrier? What, a carrier pigeon? Do you need to be carried? Are you struggling, Ryan? Ryan is at 163 BPM and steps per minute is 194, 195. So he's doing well. He's over halfway. Victoria has done 3 kilometres, is just into her 4th kilometre. Less than 2k to go now for Victoria. So well done to Ryan. Let's just go back to the front and see if anybody is close to the finish. And so Menchoza is 900 metres to go. So actually not really that far ahead of Victoria. How far ahead is he, Victoria? Let's see. That's not right. Surely he must be finished by now. Oh no, 1 minute. Yeah, no, 1 minute or so. Yeah, 1.5 minutes. That makes sense. Carol Rushworth. We missed Carol Rushworth. Carol Rushworth is at 2.9 kilometres. Well done, Carol. She must have just overtaken Ryan. That's what's happened. She's just overtaken Ryan. Well done, Carol. Debbie Colville says, go on, Rushworth. Doing well. Valoria from the USA. Well done to you. In 20th position. Ray in 21st position. Lund.
Jack it up.
In 22nd. Jay Penny from Ireland in 23rd. Cashin from the USA in 24th position. Contreras from Chile in 25th position. Well done to you. Kay Abbott is in 26th place. And that looks like everyone. I can't see anyone else. The 2 others must have not started or something. Back to Carol. Carol is a heart rate of 160. No cadence for Carol though. So this run won't count towards Berlin if Carol wants to get to Berlin. Sana says you have to focus, Victoria. Well done, thank you, Sana. Leo Loughran says you're making this look easy. Come on, Vic. Come on. So 1.5 kilometres to go now for Victoria. Less than a mile to go. So we're looking to Victoria to just step it up a little tiny bit at the end. Like 500 metres from home or the last kilometre if she's got anything left, to just push 1 more kilometre, 1 little bit more. I'm not being horrible. I'm going to be nice. I'm nice. Ryan Herring says PT personal trainer Cousins is coming out slowly. How horrible will you be today? I'm not being horrible. I'm being encouraging. I know she can do it. Heart rate of 172 for Victoria. Steps per minute 177. She's in 11th position. The person in front of her is 12 seconds ahead. But we're not worried about position. We're worried about time. So what we want is for Victoria to keep at this pace, and if she can bump it up a bit in the last kilometre, that's what we need, just to make sure we get under 23 minutes. We are now going for sub 23 minutes, so we want a 22 something. Victoria hasn't died a death. If she was going to die a death, she would have done it by now. So she knows she can do it. It's just a mental focus to get her to the end. Tina Beard says you're looking strong, Victoria. Leo says last kilometre, no turning back now. Oh, hang on a second. No turning back up the pace. Back up the pace bit by bit. You know all your training will pay off. No turning. Back up the pace bit by bit. I think I understand that. Anyway, 13 kilometres an hour. And she has just over 1 kilometre to go. She's at 3.9 kilometres. Here comes the bouncing V. There it is, up ahead.
Ride on!
Jeff Partridge, thanks for the ride on, buddy. Right, here's the last push. 1 kilometre left now. Big push, Rushworth. Can you catch up to Victoria, says Debbie Colville. Leo says sub 23 minutes is in sight. 22 something is in sight, Victoria. You can do it. Come on. If you can bump it up 1 notch on the treadmill. 1 notch. Well done, Vic. So she's at 13.1, might just knock that extra 1 or 2 seconds off so that she can get under 23 minutes. But we're going to have to ask her to sprint the last 200 metres or something. So she's at 4.2. She's got 600 metres at this pace and then a 200 metre sprint at the end to make sure she gets under 23 minutes. Also remember, the results will be wrong at the end, so watch the clock. Pay attention to the clock at the top of the screen, because when the results come up they will be wrong and they will put Victoria over 23 minutes. Coming up to 20 minutes. It says 2:47 to go, 2:44 to go. We are dead on 23 minutes, so Victoria can, if she can push it in the last fight, 200 metres, she will do this. She has literally got 600 metres to go max. 2 minutes of hard work coming up. Come on, Victoria. She's at 172 beats per minute. Zone 5, if her zones are set correctly, but there's no reason to think they're not. It's going to be close, Vic. Just put that little extra speed in, says Leo. And Ryan says, right on the bubble at this pace, kick towards the end and you've got it. Der Chinese says, that's hard work in zone 5. Dead Chinese says, watch closely, Steve. This is what hard work looks like. Thank you. Kathy says, 1 minute, 30 seconds of running to go. And she's upping the pace even more. Clearly didn't work hard enough earlier on. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Vicky's ahead. She is ahead now. There's the, if you can see the purple line in the sky, that is the end. That is the end. There's the purple line. That's the finish line. Fast as you can, Victoria. Last 300 metres now. Last 300 metres. 174 BPM. She's going to do this. She's got this. Sana says awesome. Ryan Perring says up, up, up. I will get a slap later. You know it, but it'll be off camera. Right, Victoria's at 14 kilometres an hour now. Smashing out the last 30 seconds of this run. There's the finish line. She can see the finish line. There's a guy catching her behind. BO is catching her. Barack Obama is catching her, but she doesn't care. She's just, all she cares about is getting the result. So BO is going to beat her to it. But she is there. 52, 53. Come on, Vic. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 56, 57, 58, 59. Oh, oh 23. Jump, 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 jump off, jump off, jump off. That was right on 23 minutes. That was dead on 23 minutes. We should have just got to push that little tiny bit harder earlier on. Oh, brilliant though. That's a P. I mean, it's a PB. Without doubt, a PB. Undoubtedly a PB. But I think she just hit exactly 23 minutes. Yeah, she says at least it wasn't 23:01. If you can still talk, Victoria, you didn't work hard enough. As we know, the results are wrong. So it's added 27 seconds to Victoria's time there, which it has done for everyone else as well. Everyone else's time is wrong. We know this. We've been trying to get trying to get HQ. Victoria can't do anything about it. We've been trying to get HQ to fix this for years, literally years. Ryan says, Victoria, please hit him. UV says, great job. Vic. Aaron Nolan says, well done. Jeff Partridge says, great effort. Atana 007 on Twitch says, well done, Victoria. Leo says, that was tense. Wow, big up yourself, Victoria. Fantastic stuff. Tina Beard says, so impressive. Darren reckons it was 22:59. Well done, champion. He says, photo finish. Dear Chinese says, photo finish. And Victoria says, thank you very much, everybody, for all your support. She says she couldn't have run that without you egging her on there. Congratulations, says Sana. Good work. Kathy says, great job. Marcus Holmes says, great job. Caught the end. Yeah, you caught the best bit where she's just absolutely sprinting to make sure she gets in under 23 minutes. Yeah, I think, look, it was either 22:59 or 23. We'll see on Strava. Have a look on Strava when the results come through. Ryan says, according to the results on the left-hand side, yes, 5k effort, 22:53 is interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? 22:53 on the left-hand side of the screen there. Best 5k effort. Well, it's on video. Put it on video. I don't need any more evidence than that, but I will photograph it for you. There we go. Right, I've photographed it for you. Right, Victoria says the last 1.5k she was feeling tired. What, really tired or just tired? You were... The thing is, though, you were... If you were totally wrecked, in all honesty, right, if you were totally wrecked, but you wouldn't have put it up to 14. But you had it in you at the end there to put it up to 14. So that's a good sign for the future. Yeah, Ryan Perring, 22:55 according to adding those up. Oh, see, adding the right. So what Ryan has already done, Ryan Perring has already added up the times for each kilometre, and he says it comes to 22:55. Atana 007 says, opportunity for you to cook the dinner. Oh dear. Some people do joke around, don't they? Me cooking dinner, who'd have thought it? I don't know. Yeah, Mattis Topping says great work. Neil Messenger says hi Stephen and Victoria, well done. Yeah, Ryan says just add up the 5k individual split times. Ryan doesn't want me to cook because he said we'd all be poisoned. That is a very good point, Ryan, and I think I'll take that on board. I don't want to poison my wife, and I love her so much and I care about her so much that I think... She said, Victoria says I did once cook a good meal. Once in our 12 years together. Leo says, mind over matter. Well done, Victoria. Just goes to show that training does pay off. Eduardo I'm sorry, Eduardo, I can't pronounce your surname. Orellana says, Zwift closed as soon as I crossed the line. So Zwift crashed for Orellana as soon as he crossed the line. Oh no. Well, yeah, second time it's happened. Oh no. At least you crossed the line, and you should have a result in your computer files. You should find your fit file for that run, either in your iPad or your iPhone or your computer. It will be stored in activities, and it should hopefully be on Zwift dashboard. Right, that is it from us. We are going to eat food. Well done to everybody who took part in the Zwift Academy Group Race this evening. Victoria says well done to everybody as well. I think I managed to get around everybody and drop them a ride on. So everybody who took part in that race, mostly 26 runners out of 28, we managed to get on camera just for a few seconds at least. Yeah, well, that will be a useful piece of research. Will be at the end of Zwift Run Academy, how many people get 5k PBs in these races. Carol Rushworth says, thanks to Debbie Colville for pushing me. Well done, Carol. Good job. Right, that's us. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Take care, and we will be back. I'll be back tomorrow morning. If you're around Sunday morning pretty early, I haven't quite decided how early yet. If I can get out of bed and start running at 8 a.m. UK time, I will. I'm going to do a half marathon tomorrow morning, and I'll stream it, but I'm not going to be talking an awful lot. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and run a half marathon, because I'm going to be going at kind of tempo pace tomorrow. No, I'm not going hard effort. No hard effort. A tempo-paced half marathon tomorrow. So there we go. Right, take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Well done to Victoria on her PB, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.